Guess who's back? Back again. Dijamu's back. And you can tell these men that today is the day we are going to end Legends ZA. I swear it, even though I am not the super edgy 1985 Crimson Chin, I swear it. And I have put in a lot of work to that effort. So earlier today, I did do the ZA Royale, the Infinite Royale, and I was able to do my 15 wins to get... I gotta figure out what box it's in. This is embarrassing. Let me just search. Floette. I wonder if it counts Eternal Flower in that search. Yes, it does. No, there we go. I got this little buddy. Modest nature, seems good. That's Spectac, though. I wonder if this one can benefit from Eviolite, or if because it can't evolve, it's a no-go. I'm not sure how that works. I don't think it would, though. But yeah, I have the footage of me beating Tawny to get Eternal Floette, and I will cut to that now. You know, Emma, when I said I wanted to have a long battle against that ass of yours, this is not what I meant. But you know, I'll take it. So is this why I did all those side missions for you, so you could work on your Royale rank? Might as well Mega Evolve my ace now, because Excadrill has become my ace. Hard to believe I went from not knowing it existed to it being literally my favorite Pokemon on the team. Just everything is getting killed by Excadrill. I know it's because I'm over leveled and I'm in Mega form, but it's also the fact that all of her Pokemon, in some way, are weak to Excadrill. Whether it be through Earthquake, or Mega Horn, or something. If I ever replay ZA, I'm definitely going to find the space to use Malamar, because I kind of regret not using it on this playthrough. But they handed me Absol, and it's been a great addition. Yep, this is going to be match number 15. Yep, Tawny, that makes a lot of sense. Because if I recall correctly, after this, I get a little reward. It's not great. It's great to have consistent battles, but to be honest, I'd rather have used my wish on something else. Watch me win? I say nay. Nay. Meow. Get drilled. Hell yeah, I predicted that. Not really, I just wanted to throw in a different Pokemon. I'm just glad I was able to get a good one. Same with the Emboar. Let's do marriage. Not necessarily the pick I would have had, but you know, whatever. And then Bell Bottom. You got Floette! Girl, the last time you did this, you destroyed a landmark. Ba-bam! Take your hotel and shove it, and it got bell bottom to 100. And once everyone's 100, we're gonna go take down the Zygarde. But this was a nice little stepping stone. Really, you're glad we met, even though your attempt to rob me did not succeed. You know, you're right about that. All of you are kind of useless. Without me, this city would probably be destroyed. Oh hey, you were my last opponent. Oh wait, no, you were the opponent before my last opponent, because Corbeau was number 14. Oh, did we finally find your missing person? Is it gonna be the other rival, Urbane or whatever? We need to make a stop at Quarsartico. You mean right next door? You mean right over there? Right across the street? Oh no, not even across the street. It's literally right next door. I mean, I had to come here to get my reward for the match anyway, so... Jet. Your jacket was a keepsake. Okay. And Jet recognizes the jacket, so is Jet still a bad guy? That jacket was a gift from... No! Jet's the mom? Is that who you've been looking for? So she is a bad guy, but not in the antagonist way, but in the Encanto sort of way. Oh, you're the grand... Oh, yeah, so it is Encanto. Did you just not know you had a granddaughter? Okay, so y'all had a falling out, and then your daughter left the company. And I guess at some point after that, she had Tawny, or she had Tawny before leaving the company and she was just a baby, and Jet would have no way of recognizing her. She. Oh, Tawny thinks her mom ended up working for Team Flare. Yes, because all the technology in Lumiose at some point falls back to Lysander Labs or his company. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, she might. It seems like she got sick and had to go to another region and then died. Oh, what if she was doing work on the ultimate weapon and then got like weird super cancer? Man, first Mega Dragalge, now this? Pokemon getting a little too real. So is that why Tawny's been obsessed with Quasartigo? Does she secretly know? Was she like, she looks like all the pictures. She must be my grandma. If only I tried to reach back across that divide sooner. She'd be glad to know her message reached out to you at least. Wait, so Jet's gonna be leaving the company because of all the controversy? No, you are not gonna give this woman the company! God! Well, fuck! I lose my job because y'all made me overextend my vacation too much, and then you become the CEO of a whole company. Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch. What you giving me? Another cool marble, thanks. That almost completes my collection, I think. No, I don't want any of your curry. So does that technically make her a business mogul now? Or does that make her a business mogul now? Because isn't she technically the owner of the hotel and now the CEO of Quasartico? Assuming Quasartico was founded by Jet. Like, that also kind of makes her a Nepo baby. Once again, we have proven that capitalism is the villain of the Pokemon world. And we're back. I decided to heal in between the flashback and my next objective because, and before I go over my next objective, I'm going to talk about why I'm not doing this one. The Shiny Charm. I'm not doing the Shiny Charm for right now. The DLC's coming out. I'm sure we'll got more battles to do, so I will worry about that at a later point or off screen if I feel like playing this game more. But I've already done 542, and the idea of doing this battle zone and doing another 15 to 20 battles a night over and over and over again just kind of makes me nauseous. So I'm going to hold off on that. Which is why my next goal is going to be, as my screen says, battle Zygarde. Now, even though it's me who keeps dying and I cannot level up personally, it keeps telling me to make my Pokemon stronger. So, everybody is now level 100. We're gonna go over their stats real quick, just so y'all can see how they are and I can see how they are as well. I've already said it before, but that 400 attack on Excadrill is fucking amazing. Bellbottom is a nice general stat Pokemon, nice HP tank. Probably not as good as it could be, but you know, I'm still happy with her. Boys, also really good. Not a fan of that speed being reduced, but you know, we worked with what we had. But that physical attack. Ampharos, again, probably not as good as we could have had. Probably could have done better with speed or special attack, but again, worked with what we had. Troy, my real boy. The starter's been with us ever since the beginning. Pretty good attack, pretty decent speed, fairly bulky as well. But probably not really, considering this is level 100 stats. But at least considering the opponents I'm actually facing, it's pretty good. Marriage seems alright. Pretty much the same that I've said for everyone else, and I have very bad takes when it comes to good Pokemon, so don't take what I say as gospel. But here we are, in Wild Zone 20. Alpha Bulbasaur! Zar! Do I have any repeat balls? Alright. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, I wasted that. Oh, hell yeah. Aggron, you can die though. Side tangent, I know. But I just wanted to see the Alpha Venusaur, and I gotta say, it's big. Not as big as I imagined it would be. But he's still a good chunky boy. Oh my god, so adorable. But enough of those tangents. We're on a mission from Zygarde, and we're not gonna tell him we failed. I'm ready for this. Now, I have done this twice before, so I know for a fact this first stage where he's a dog is going to be a cakewalk. See, that one was the cakewalk. Now the snake was tough, but I was able to beat it the second time around. This is probably going to be a risky move Mega Evolving, because it's going to turn Troy into a Dragon type. But you know what? We're going to be dragging these nuts all over his face. Focus on running, focus on running, focus on running. And now stage 3 is where I lost the second time around. I'm 100% Zygarde. Yeah, I was kind of boned there. Sorry if I'm being really quiet. This is the farthest I've gotten. So I'm just kind of just trying to focus, and I really want this to be the last attempt. Because both attempts, I'm pretty sure I scrapped just because they were failed attempts, and I didn't want to waste the content. Shit, it's about to release the Z-beam. Where's it gonna shoot? done! You're done! Do I get to choose the ball? I like the aesthetic of the dusk ball on him. Sorry I couldn't be more hyped. It's 11:37 at night and my roommate's asleep, so I'm trying not to be a nuisance. Oh my lord. I finally was able to stop what the dog's been doing. He can't keep letting criminals get away with this. So this legendary Pokemon has joined forces with the mightiest trainer in Lumiose. The thought of you two combining your power gives me hope for the future of this city. You should have this. It will allow Zygarde to do something that I couldn't tell you because it went too fast. But it's a cube of Rubik. Oh, it lets me change the form. If its HP drops half or less during battle, Zygarde will change into its complete form, so I'm guessing that's by default. Its parts scattered to far-off places, absorbing the power of those lands, seeking humans who would give it aid. Yes, like that one kid in Alola. Now that I think of it, the moves that Zygarde used when it Mega Evolved, they reminded me of Z moves, like those he used in Alola. Yep. No, you are not reading too much into it, Lysander. In fact, I will help you read too much into it, though. In the sequel, which is actually just a remake of the original Lola games, there is a parallel universe version of you where you won, but we still get to beat him. And even though he's won, he obviously is still weaker than Giovanni, because why else would he choose to serve under him? Wait, you get to live 3,000 years now? What the Why do you get to live? I guess you absorbed enough radiation to where you AZ'd yourself. Good thing you're not a giant. Is there something you want to do? There is. To this day, I yearn to create a more beautiful world, and I will yearn for it forever. I once thought we could achieve that world by fulfilling the material needs of everyone. Now I know it's not so simple. An old proverb says, "It is good to feed the hungry, but better to teach them to feed themselves." I had focused solely on what I believed the world needed, yet I lost sight of how to make it so that the people can truly flourish. Thanks to what you and your Pokemon have done together, I have learned my lesson well. It's an outlandish dream, far beyond my reach, but with 3,000 years' time, perhaps I can make it real. I shall travel across vast reaches in search of ways to create the world I yearn for. When people manage to meet, it is a gift. Even living in the same time and place is no guarantee. The fact that we and so many others met and banded together to make Lumiose a better place is something we should treasure. Barring some great change, I doubt we will meet again. but I will carry these lessons with me. Au revoir, my friend. I am not your friend. I do not associate with you anyway. I've literally done nothing but report your whereabouts to the police. They're just completely incompetent. Well, we did it. That means my Pokédex is complete. And my Mega Evolution Pokédex is now complete. I got all the shiny marbles. I got all the cool pocket monsters. I have everything except this stupid little trinket and a giant plushie, but honestly, who really cares about those? So that's going to be it for Legends ZA for probably a little while. At least until the DLC comes out. I don't know if I'll make the content as soon as the DLC comes out, but, you know, probably around then. In the meantime, I want to start working on other content. I got my brother editing some stuff for me to do some side projects, get some stuff off my hard drive, and I want to continue working on some of the older series that I have in the back burner. And I'm also trying to record some footage for other things. I'm trying to experiment with some things, get more comfortable with my voice and all that crap. So, until the next time, see ya.